Good evening. I'm William Ferguson. This is Common Sense. Let's talk about struggles tonight. Struggles. We all have struggles in our life. We struggle with this and that. But why do we have struggles? Why? Do you think that it's so that God can look down on us and say, ha ha ha, look at you? No. I think God gave us struggles to make our lives better. What a better way for man to rely on one another and to rely on God than to have struggles. To have those times when things aren't going exactly the way you want it, or worse, and so you can't fix it by yourself. So you go to others and ask, can you help me fix this? Or you ask God, God, would you please help me fix this? Now, a lot of times in life, it's natural to realize that there is a struggle before there is a struggle to be had, such as marriage. A man cannot have a child on his own, nor can a woman. The man needs the woman in order to procreate, to have a family. And so that's a struggle. And so the man finds a woman that he should be best friends with before anything even happens. And so, in becoming best friends, he then asks her to marry him. And in asking her, what he is saying is, I need help. I have struggles. I need help. The man can't be expected to go to work all day and then come home and take care of a woman and his children. No. But a man can go to work and have his wife take care of the house and the children, which is the way it should be. It shouldn't be everybody in the house works just to afford the house. And that's a struggle right there, just affording the house. But the question is are you over your head? Did you buy a house that was too expensive for the income you have? Are you struggling with that? So, in that case, before you ever buy the house, to keep from struggling to make the payments, the mortgage, one must think about how much money do I make? How much can I afford? Now you got to remember you're not just buying the house. You've got to have insurance on the house. You've got to pay for the electricity. You've got to pay for the gas if you have gas. You pay for television anymore if you're going to have a TV, computer, whatever. You've got to think about all of your bills, all the expenses that you're going to have in owning a house or in renting a house. It's the same thing. So that's a struggle. But it doesn't have to be such a struggle. If a person takes the time to think about how much he makes and how much he can spend, then you don't have so much of a struggle. Now, where do you figure all this out at? Well, part of it is discipline. If there's not a father and a mother in the house to help each other with the struggles of life, and part of those struggles is teaching the children ethics, economy, and things like that. And so, if you're raised in a household that you have a father and a mother, and your father is good at teaching ethics, and the best way to find that one is the one at church. People that go to church are normally I found conservatives. And so they understand how to budget the money to keep from having struggles. Because if you make less than you spend, you're going to have some serious struggles. If you make more than you spend, you'll be able to save some. Now, a problem with that is desire, want, greed. We all want to have it all. Well, not all of us. I have found that I don't want it all. I want what I have. It's very little, but what you cannot see that I have causes my life to have very few struggles. I really don't struggle with anything because I have God and I turn to God. And He keeps me from having struggles. Don't spend my money just throwing it around. Conserve when I can. I have a motorcycle and a truck. My truck drinks fuel. It's a diesel. My motorcycle sips it very lightly. So I can get a lot more miles out of the motorcycle by riding the motorcycle. And I live in an area that I can ride year round. So should I drive the truck or ride the motorcycle? I think a liberal would say, oh, drive the truck. A conservative would say, ride the motorcycle. You're not spending as much money on the motorcycle as you are the truck. And so that solves one struggle in my life. That I'm not spending all my money on fuel for the truck. Now, when it is that a struggle arises, our first thing, well, mine used to be, is I can figure this out. I can fix this. And normally I couldn't. Because I think that God gave us struggles to teach us to be humble. To go and ask, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? If the answer is no, don't just accept no. Go find somebody else. Ask, do you know anybody that can help me with this? And more than likely, somewhere along the line, someone will say, oh yes, go ask Jim. He knows. He'll be able to help you with the struggle you're having. But it also, and I think the biggest part of this, is it helps us to bind in friendship. Because more times than not, two people that think alike are going to be friends. Okay? And in that thinking alike, a lot of times it's the struggles that we have that bring us together. Well, you seem to have the same struggles I have. And I seem to have the same struggles you have. So let's be friends. Let's get together. Two heads is always better than one. And besides, we can pray about it. And one of us is bound to get the answer. So let's be friends. Let's do this together. And in the husband and wife, the struggle is raising the children. Now, the husband's inherent responsibility is that of disciplinarian and teaching ethics, work ethics, church ethics, just basic ethics around the house. The woman's job in the house is nurturing, showing love, and showing that a woman's place in the house isn't subservient to the man, but it's equal to the man. She just has a different assignment that God has given her. And in fact, a good woman, that's a wife, that says, okay, I'm taking care of the house, I'm taking care of the kids, but I have this extra time. and we have a little extra money. So I'm going to talk to my husband and say, hey, why don't we invest this extra money into something? Say land or housing, so that we can invest and then sell. And upon selling, we make a profit, which will help with some of the struggles of the economy of the house. That's how God has laid it out for us. And so, yes, we all have struggles, but they don't have to be so tough. They really don't. Now, the evil of struggles can be seen in the Democrat and Socialist parties of this world, because it is known that every man has struggles. And so there are those people that feel as though they are so great, so wise, so powerful, that they are the ones to tell you how to run your life so that you won't have these struggles. And they will lie to you, con you, deceive you in every way that they can to get you to believe that they can take care of your struggles, so that you have everything given to you, provided for you by them. And when you have a need, you can come groveling to them. Please, may I live? Oh no, it's too expensive for you to live. Go die. That's man. God says, that's not the way I made you. I made you to be responsible for yourselves. And in that being responsible for yourselves, when you have a struggle, seek others. Seek God. He's the one that knows everything. He's the one that owns everything. And He's a loving God. He loves us. So He gave us struggles, so that we would have the opportunity not only to seek others to help us with our struggles, but so that we can seek out others that need help with their struggles. And it goes back and forth like that. That's the way God made us. Not to live in struggles, but to seek help. To know that He is with us through everything, the good, the bad, the struggles. And to keep us fit, healthy, full of joy, without stress and anxiety. Calm down. Your struggles aren't going to kill you. They will make you stronger in relationships. And that's what God wants with you. A good, solid relationship. Not as a dependent, but as a friend. God likes friends. He loves us so much, His Son Jesus died on a cross so that we are forgiven by God for the sins that we have committed. That's all I've got for now. I ask that you pray for the military, police, first responders, and such, that God will watch over them. I ask that you pray for our president, that the evil that is being hurled at him constantly by the evil of the Democrats, God will protect him from it, and that there will be justice served on those who are trying to destroy what God has given us. I thank you for watching. I'm William Ferguson, and this is Common Sense.